He was more than a grandmaster. He was our teacher, our streamer, gone too soon, forever in our hearts.
I must admit, I'm still in shock. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want it to be true. I want to wake up and for him to be there. I was very lucky that I got to commentate alongside Daniel many times. We worked together, we hung out, we played Blitz in person, online, more times than I can remember. He was such a fine, just gentle, funny, multi-talented human, and yeah, life isn't fair. It's just
for everybody who's wondering why I'm emotional, that Daniel Naroditsky is no longer with us. I don't know any of the specific details. I don't want to speculate or anything like that about this, but Danya is gone. So yeah, obviously very, very sad. But I was thinking to myself, having heard that news, I wasn't intending to stream today. I'd rather stream, have the opportunity to try and at least talk about Daniel, all the great things that he did for chess during a short life. So yeah, I apologize in advance, of course, if I'm fairly speechless and I'm not all together today.
He was, even saying was just feels so strange to talk about him in the past tense, but yeah, he was one of the best human beings that I've ever met in so many different levels, primarily for me by his kindness and just how humble he was and just how insanely kind he was to absolutely everyone he met, no matter if it was a stranger or a friend or anyone. He was always so kind. But apart from being an incredible human being, he was of course also an absolutely incredible chess player. He was so talented, so strong.
Started the stream to share this sad news with you, and it's very hard to be here right now, alone, sitting in my house, with this fucking news, which who is the founder? Shit, that's just I can't fucking believe in that. Still, I mean, I'm just fucking shocked. I just want to play maybe play what you love to do there, play fucking chess. Yeah, let's just remember him as a very great chess player, very kind person, greatest friend, great teacher, and just best of the best guy who I ever met.
Yeah, obviously the circumstances today are, and yesterday are very, very sad. The first thing I will say is that obviously, I've known Naroditsky I knew Naroditsky for many years. We weren't close, but we played a ton of games against each other online, and he was always, first of all, a great opponent, but also very, very respectful, very nice, and I spent many hours not only watching his games but also watching his streams, which were both exciting for his incredible gameplay but also great explanations. And funnily, he was kind of with me during two of my biggest moments in the last year when I played him. I played him famously a few games on my wedding night after Ella had passed out, and from we both, had a long day, and there had been some drinking, and she had passed out, and I was still awake, and I felt like I was too drunk to sleep, so I decided to play a few games, and I thought, regardless of what happens, it would be a funny story. And kind of because of that, I decided to play a few games when from the hospital bed as well, when we're waiting for the delivery.
It is with a deep and profound sadness that I bring you the news today of the passing of Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky. Talented Grandmaster, exceptional commentator, brilliant individual. And obviously I'm away today, and the news broke maybe about 2 hours ago. And I've been sitting here, I'll be very honest, I've been sitting here and I've been staring at a wall for this entire time. I cannot wrap my head around what has happened.
I have no idea what to say. They don't have, or rather, they haven't disclosed what was the cause of death. But I mean, it's something unimaginable if that something like this can happen. He was 29 years old, and I mean, so full of life. Everyone loved him. He was everyone's favorite internet teacher, sensei. They called him, and yeah, I mean, it's very, very hard to deal with stuff like that.
Daniel was such a bright light in the chess community and just such a fucking amazing guy. For so many people, Daniel Naroditsky was their entry into chess. He had the most educational streams. He was the best instructor at it. He was able to make it exciting. His love of the game was infectious, and he was able to teach people that had no prior knowledge of chess at all how to really get into it and what it all means and make it just so fucking fun. He was an amazing teacher, an amazing player, and an incredible friend.
And there was a coach, commentator, mentor, throughout all of my PogChamp experiences, Daniel Naroditsky, who passed away today. Rest in peace to Danya, who passed away today, yeah. At 29 years old, bro, younger than me, which I didn't know until today. And you know what? It is incredibly sad. It's also a humble reminder. Life, I feel like, gives these humble reminders to remember to reach out to people who you haven't connected with, people who you were connected to, but, maybe don't communicate with as much, whether it's distance, time, feuds. Because life's far too short, and even with how short life is, sometimes it gets cut even shorter. So